Oh, so everything is connected and it's coded, right? We've learned that over the years. So this is probably before the time of some of you, but not all of you will not be from that era. Some of us, like myself, this is back from the 70s, I think 1976. And as you can see, the name is the Tramps. Disco Inferno. That's interesting. A tramp. Well, they spelled it with two M's because it's just a play on words. What is a tramp? Well, a tramp is a fucking whore. Remember Lady and the Tramp? A tramp is like a street type of a broad. I guess a man could be a tramp too. You know, remember that other group? Because isn't it interesting? Nobody ever really looks at the names of these rock groups. You remember the group Menudo? Do you know what Menudo is? It's cow's stomach. That's what Menudo is. It's Mexican. It's soup that they make with the inside of a cow's stomach. But everybody else thought it was a rock group of Hispanics. Backstreet Boys. Remember them? Everybody, woo, a Backstreet Boy is a guy that takes it up the ass. It's a male prostitute. And here you have the Tramps. What is a tramp? Classically, it's a woman who's slutty. Okay, that's why they had a song called "That's Why the Lady is a Tramp," not the Disney version, Lady and the Tramp. So here's the song "Disco Inferno." So if we listen to just a little bit of it, and some of you will know this song, even in the UK, some of you will know it. Okay, so you get the gist of it. It was a disco song. So now let's go see what the real truth behind it is. Because as we know, truth is stranger than fiction, because I sure as fuck couldn't make this stuff up. So let's go here. Disco Inferno. It's the fourth album by the American soul group. Isn't that interesting? Yes, I know you could say, well, they're referring to black people, but we're just going to go with soul group right here for a specific reason. The Tramps, released in 73 through Atlantic Records. The album features the title track, which peaked at number 9. So we're going to take this, put it up here, number 9. On the Hot Souls. Starting to get an idea where they're talking about this Disco Inferno is. Hot Soul. Singles chart, number 11. On the Billboard's Hot 100. And number 1 on the Hot Dance Club play charts. Here it is here. I feel like I've been living on the dark side of the moon. The dark side of the moon. The dark side of whose moon? Are you getting it? 9/11. Remember I told you that whole thing of 9/11, those buildings coming down, was an act of sodomy through jihad, right? They told you the jihadists did it. The 9 is your back end. The 11 is the gate. The hot soul, right? The hot, right? The hot soul. You're burning. Where? This is Disco Inferno. Well, who is Dis? Dis was originally sold with fertile. Now you're talking sex. Now we're talking sex on the dark side of the moon. Being one of the three sons of guess who? Saturn. And one of the biggest places in New York City that was famous throughout the world, where all the rock stars went, was Studio 54. And if you look very closely, our color code is exactly the same, and our color code 54 is gematria. It's 5 plus 4 equals what? It equals 9. And so we know that what are they talking about? Dis was associated with the god of he was the god of the underworld, being one of the sons of Saturn. It's hell. I feel like I've been living on the dark side of the moon. That's sodomy. Isn't it interesting how everything just all fucking plays together? It's amazing how well this thing is constructed. I mean, you could. It's so perfect. It's fucking flawless in the way they've woven everything together. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, yeah. Can you see it? I mean, this is how perfect this thing is. Hang on a second. Look, it stopped exactly at 133. I didn't do that on purpose. It's just where I stopped it. Do you see how perfect this thing is? It's mathematical. And if you look really close here, can you see the G? Do you see the G here? See the Masonic G? Because the G is 3, right? And we all know what that is. Isn't that interesting? Satisfaction came in a chain reaction. Well, you know what a chain reaction is? It's atomic. That's what the chain reaction is. Couldn't get enough, so I had to self-destruct. Chain reaction. Boom!